Alright, so right now what I'm going to be doing is feeding my sourdough starter. So this right here is my starter. I generally feed it twice a week, so it normally hangs out in the refrigerator, and then on the weekend if I'm going to be baking sourdough, I'll pull it out on Friday night, I'll feed it then just to kind of let it get reinvigorated, and then Saturday morning I'll feed it again, and during that process I'll be pulling out starter that I need for the leaven. Now, today, I fed it one extra time just so I'd have a chance to actually shoot this video. So, as you can see here, right now it's basically peaked. This is as high as it tends to get. From this point, it's going to start to fall. And you're going to see a huge difference between how full the jar looks right now and how full it actually is after I feed it. And it'll be the same amount of stuff as there is right now. It's just going to be way down about here. So, first thing I'm going to do is just turn on my scale. And tear it there. Alright, now I know that my jar is 311 grams, so what I want to do is be left with somewhere around 30 to 35 grams. So I'm just going to pull out enough until I have around 340 some grams left. So I'm just going to pull it out. Now if I was making leaven, some of this here would be going into that leaven. However, since I already made that today, this is all just discard. I like the little paper towel trick here. Okay, 339, that's going to be just fine. So, you can see how little I've actually got left in there. Not a whole lot. I'm just going to use my rubber spoon or silicone spoon here, push everything down, get it all nice and down in the bottom. And then, what I like to do is add my water. So I'll add about 45 grams of water. Just a little bit more. And then I mix it. And the idea there is just to try to distribute that yeast a little bit more evenly through the liquid. You don't have to obviously get it all, but it's considerably more mixed than it was before. And then I want to do an equal part of just all-purpose unbleached flour, equal parts to what the water was. So I'm going to go for 45 grams of that. And there. That is good. So now I'm going to mix it up. Kind of go a little gently at first, just so I don't splash flour everywhere. A little more vigorously. Mash it back down. Get it all in there, nicely mixed. Then I'm just going to use that spoon I used before, scrape the stuff off, get all this starter back in there. Yes, so there it is there. And like I said, you can see it's really just down about here now. But as that ferments and the carbon dioxide builds up in there, it is going to puff up significantly. So I have the lid on, and I don't have it screwed on all the way because as that gas is expelled, you don't want to create pressure in here because that's not good for the yeast. So this way it can burp itself. So now, since I don't need this for anything, I'm just going to toss it back in the fridge, and it's good to go. Keep it at 11, people.